extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. Throwing is Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play. Now, Wilson on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Danielle Hunter able to use that strength and get him for a loss of 2. Second down, Rawls. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And open Rice. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back. So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty. Wilson got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's John Ryan now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line.
And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
They start the drive with Cook. Able to bust through the tackle, but not much to show for it. Still inside the 5. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Carr. Over the middle, complete. That's Cook. They get 9 there, and in the process, escaping their end zone, picking up a 1st down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. A give. This is Cook. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Again, it's Cook. Room here to run. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. 27 yards. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, nice move. And he will be hit with a lot of force and spun down at the 19. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Wilson now off the bootleg. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on third down after that sack. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on fourth down.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. $10 yards still left on second down. From the gun, here's Wilson. Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pick up there, 26 yards. On first down, Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Anthony Barr. Coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 29. 4 down, 4 down. Check. 4 down.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Watch tight end. White Monday down. Monday down. Hey, ready? 4 down.
Handoff comes to Cook, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. They run again on first down. Cook. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain. A nickel look by Seattle on 3rd down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. Throwing his car on 3rd down. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
11 more on that one and another first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They run it again with Cook. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Right Monday down. And later 6-18. Monday just right. 49, check 49, check 49.
They'll run for it with Cook. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in this.
Situations that you worry about the clock, it's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
The play clock's running down. And that'll set them back 5. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll get zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And this Viking offense is running away with this one. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin, 84 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And they're definitely showing blitz here. On 2nd down, Cook. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. On the give, this is their fullback. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
That'll be taken in the end zone. A spin. And now running right, Tyler Lockett, the 40. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett with what they'll score a 106-yard return. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. And the defense definitely showing blitz here.
Hey, 734. Now, 180. Check.
On the ground, it's Cook. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. There he goes right side. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 44 yards on the ground. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They come out here in the eye. They'll run with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Vikings offense continues to pour it on. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Second and 10 now. Wilson going to Rawls on the dump off. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
From the gun, it's Wilson. Baldwin with it over the middle. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 12 yards is the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The Seahawks on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Wilson will throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 49. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Cook. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Defense showing blitz. On the carry, it's Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Vikings on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Now, 7:34. 5-man box. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down. But 5-man box. Check 43.
Now a run with Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Paul Richardson, 79 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Double tight. Now, 184.
Now Cook. to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Here comes the D swarming to the line. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. The Vikings on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Seattle, so long, everybody.